Amazing, engaging, always entertaining. You're watching Tech TV.
Today on this totally tubular episode of X-Play, grab a cartridge, slam it into your Atari 2600, and check out these cutting-edge graphics. Plus, the most violent video game we've ever seen, Bloody Human Freeway. Grab your pet rock. It's game time.
Can't do that. Hey, welcome to X-Play. On today's show, we're going to be checking out some radical games, the Atari 2600 and the Intellivision.
Now, plus, we're going to look at Midway's latest arcade game, Bubbles. It has one of the most dynamic concepts we've seen since Paperboy. You clean a sink.
I know, it's mind-blowing. The graphics are going to have you clutching your copy of Don Johnson's new record to your chest in awe.
Oh my God, I totally love that album. But I can't believe they preempted last night's Miami Vice so they could show President Reagan's State of the Union address. Hello, just say no.
Amen. I need my Crockett and Tubbs almost as badly as I need my Magnum PI. That show is so edgy.
Yeah. Okay, no, but hey, before we go any further, Adam, I have to say that I really am into your new home perm. You look just like Dee Snider.
Cool. I'm trying to attract a classy chick like Tawny Katane or Lita Ford. So Tawny, if you're watching, I am completely open to playing a game of D&D sometime. I'll bring the 20-sided die if you bring the singles.
Oh, gag me with a spoon. Okay, anyway, it's time to get serious, you guys. Like Sophie's Choice serious.
Like Def Leppard's drummer losing an arm serious.
Now, we've noticed a shakeup in the industry. A bunch of programmers have left Atari and formed their own video game company called Activision.
And here's the really crazy part. They're gonna keep making games for the Atari 2600 on their own. It's insane. Man, I don't even know what to call them.
Well, how about third-party developers?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, now, I can only imagine what their games are gonna look like.
Yeah.
The Activision Anthology has about 55 classic Atari 2600 games for your Game Boy Advance. There's something to love here whether you still live in the past or just want to humor your parents. Activision's classic games are here, like Pitfall 1 and 2 and River Raid. There are other games too if you're not so good at those. Sports fans, you can always play ice hockey. You can feel the excitement of the ice. It's a one-point game. The guy with no pants steals the puck. He's passing it off to the other guy with no pants. He takes a shot and misses. Oh, he sneaks it in. The crowd goes wild. One thing we learned from the Activision Anthology is that violence in video games has been endemic since the very beginning. Bloody Human Freeway is an ominous precursor to the wanton violence of Grand Theft Auto. You can see other early influences of today's popular games. The Activision Anthology is practically a history lesson. There's the shooting in space game, the airplane game, and the racing game. This game was later turned into a popular screensaver. The Flower Pot games, which turned into, well, the Flower Pot craze kinda died, I guess. And you know, I miss those simpler times when all the game names weren't taken, back when a baseball game was called Baseball, instead of MLB Slugfest 2004. And no matter who you are, you'll find at least one of your old favorites here. Mine? Plaque Attack. I used to play this game endlessly. When you look at it, it's actually really gross. You might have fonder memories of such popular classics as Boxing, Stampede, and Kaboom! Remember Title Match Pro Wrestling, where two flat men sort of attack each other? Maybe they should have left wrestling alone for a few years. Maybe they should have just left it alone, period. Ah, the duck is pulling me into his tractor beam. Run, little piggy, run! The gameplay works very well on a handheld. The controls are also simple enough to translate to the GBA with no sacrifices. The simple graphics come across clearly on the portable screen. Whether you're an old school fan of Activision's Atari 2600 games, or if you weren't born when they were released, this is one of the most worthwhile titles to own on the platform. The Activision Anthology gets a 4 out of 5.
Bloody Human Freeway? Did no one learn anything from the protest over 1976's Death Race 2000? This nation won't stand for its poorly defined stick figures being crushed.
And what's going to be next? A game where you run people over in cars and shoot at hookers?
Okay, but when the #1 song in America is Like a Virgin, I guess anything is possible. But seriously, Madonna, that's too much information.
I'd like more information, actually.
Ew, grody to the max, Adam. Anyway, I really want to get my decathlon cartridge autographed by Bruce Jenner and that hot Greg Louganis. I so want to slow dance to Lady in Red with him.
Morgan, you don't stand a chance. That guy must have more girlfriends than he knows what to do with, man.
Fine. Let's talk about the impact of the Atari 2600 then.
Right. If it weren't for that system, we'd all be in pizza parlors with a big roll of quarters, standing around going, I have next, I have next.
Yeah, and this show would probably just be Adam standing in an arcade by himself with short hair.
Yeah, no one would watch that. But lady, this hair, it's gonna be forever.
So what will Atari's legacy be in the distant future? Like in 2001?
Dude, by then the models would have appeared, then we're just gonna be in all the fly cars. Fly cars!
It may not have been first, it may not have been the most graphically advanced, but no console has had the galvanizing effect that the Atari 2600 had on the video game industry and on society in general. We recently picked up the Atari 80 games in one collection for the PC. You get all your favorites for the 2600, as well as some classic arcade games. All your old favorites are here. Asteroids, Missile Command, Centipede. Who can forget Math Grand Prix? Ha! It's worth noting that the minimum system requirements to play these games is a 200 megahertz computer with 16 megs of RAM and a DirectX 7 compatible video card. I'm sure this won't be a problem for any of you, but come on, 200 megahertz just to play an Atari game? The 2600 clocked in at a blazing 1.2 megahertz for crying out loud. Another issue with the PC port. The keyboard controls lack the pure responsiveness of the original 2600 joystick and paddles. Plus, the fact that using a keyboard in place of the original one-button joystick seems, for lack of a better word, sick and wrong. There is a key difference between these early manifestations of video games and the current games we play. Beyond the obvious graphical improvements, beyond the advances in cinematic storylines. Simply stated, most early video games were impossible to win. There is no princess to rescue. No matter how many aliens you blast, asteroids you destroy, or missiles you shoot down, they just keep coming. Faster and faster until you eventually succumb to the soothing caress of death. So perhaps the most devastating effect video games have had on our society stems not from bad-on-hooker violence or gravity-defying breast physics. Perhaps the true horror that early video games forced us to acknowledge is the fact that in the end, all life is ultimately a futile pursuit of an imaginary dream of perfection that can never be reached. That, and it's really fun to zap little squiggly things. The Atari 80 games in one collection for the PC is a great resource for those desperate to relive their lost youth. Unfortunately, from the iffy controls to the so-so handling of classic vector graphics games like Tempest and Battlezone, there's enough missing from this collection to knock it down a couple of notches. We give it a 3 out of 5.
Wow. And I thought Dust in the Wind made me contemplate my own mortality. But it's got nothing on Missile Command.
Totally.
I've been comparing the exciting new Intellivision space game Star Strike with one of the most popular Atari games, Asteroids. Star Strike has moving images that make the game appear three-dimensional. Asteroids doesn't. And Star Strike features our most exciting visual effect, total destruction of a planet. This is what the other game offers, which is why, after Star Strike, Asteroids left me rather flat. Star Strike, new for Intellivision from Mattel Electronics.
Coming up, awesome new career options from Paperboy to Spy Hunter.
Good Lord, they shooting at me. Give me your gun, give me your knife. It's true crimes, better run your life. Hide your kids, hold your wife. It's true crimes. Better tuck your ice. Clutch your purse, stash your cash. It's 2 crimes, I'm about to blast. Call the cops and lock the door. It's 2 crimes and I'm taking yours. To the store and a pickup, masking well. Guess what? It's a stick up. Give me all your money, honey.
True Crime, Streets of LA. Rated M for mature.
Twice the hell.
Twice the hell.
Twice the fun.
Twice the fun.
The Screensavers. Twice a night.
Twice a night.
Catch Leo, Pat, and the gang 2 times every weeknight. First at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific. Then again at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. 2 times the magic. 2 times the mayhem. The Screensavers 2 times every weeknight. Only on Tech TV.
Only on Tech TV.
The stage is set. The players are ready. And weeknights at 11, the battle begins. Don't just watch X-Play and Unscrewed. Play along live with Tech TV's Hyperactive. To play, register at techtv.com/hyperactive. Then watch X-Play and Unscrewed weeknights beginning at 11. Log on and play. Answer the questions, chat with other players, win cool prizes, and look for your name on the leaderboard live on TV. Tech TV Hyperactive, coming soon to Tech TV.
Welcome back to X-Play, the show that's giving the facts of life a run for its money in select markets.
That means some people like us more than Tootie and Blair and Cousin Jerry combined.
Hey guys, do you ever get embarrassed when the girl is like, oh my god, is that a roll of quarters in your pocket, or are you just some kind of pervert?
Well, tell those girls that you don't need them anyway, because you have a nice warm arcade cabinet of Midway Spy Hunter to cuddle up with at night. That game rocks harder than REO Speedwagon and a mouthful of Pop Rocks.
But no, seriously though, don't swallow those things with a new Coke, because that's how Mikey from the Life cereal commercial died.
Here's a look at the best Midway has to offer. Yeah!
Midway, the site of one of the most pivotal battles in World War II's Pacific Theater. Midway, the smaller airport on Chicago's South Side, a nice alternative to O'Hare. And Midway, the maker of some of the greatest arcade games ever. Games like Joust, which accurately recreate the staggered parabolic arc of flying attack ostriches. And Spy Hunter, where you hunt spies on a freeway that only spies drive on. And Bubbles, where you clean a sink to become a bubble pro. You know where you can take me, Calgon. Now, while I had to go to a dingy pizza parlor to escape the terrifying world of girls and chores, you can play from home with Midway Arcade Treasures. The disc contains 24 games, and some are great, like Road Blasters, which ignited my interest in driving and shooting. Let's just say it's reviving it right now. There's also Smash TV, which is as frantic and compulsive as it was when I had to steal quarters from my parents to be able to play it. But some games proved to be less than what my memories extolled them as. Gauntlet is really boring. Killing this many ghosts and goblins make me yearn for a giant rat. Same goes for Rampage. This fueled my juvenile destruction fantasies, but now it's like, maybe it's because I own stuff now. And then there's the weird ones that must have been in the arcades with felons, like Satan's Hollow. It's like the Space Invaders take on Mordor. And Splat, where you collect and throw pies. It's like the real thing, except it's not. The biggest problem with this great collection is that they don't really control right with the PS2 controller. This is especially true for the games that originally used special arcade sticks. That means 2 of the best games in the collection, Paperboy, the game that teaches kids the fun of youthful employment that doesn't involve slang and rock. And Marble Madness, where spheres are thrown into a world of crisis and danger. These games suffer the most in the translation. But it's undeniable that most of the games are classic. So, if you're nostalgic or curious to find out what us doddering old folks are yapping about, it's got lots of goodies. A 3 out of 5.
Wow, that rocked more than when I saw Pat Benatar in concert in Encino. And she threw me her headband.
Hey audience, don't get your leg warmers in a bunch. We're gonna be right back with yet another cutting edge system, the Intellivision.
It's totally awesome.
Here's an easy question for you. Which of these games is the closest thing to the real thing? A, Intellivision Major League Baseball. B, Atari Baseball. Here they are again, close up. A, Intellivision. B, Atari. If you thought A, Intellivision, you're absolutely correct. You see, I told you this question was easy.
Up next, hold on to your parachute pants. It's the Intellivision.
For Kit Yoon, the only way out of the Hong Kong underworld is to go back in. Jet Li in Rise to Honor, rated T for teen.
Jump into an edgy mix of futuristic action and adventure with Anime Unleashed. Weeknights at 1:12 Central, only on Tech TV.
Welcome back to X-Play. Check out what we have, a state-of-the-art Atom computer system from Coleco. How stoked am I?
As if, like 60% of the atoms were returned to Coleco because they were defective.
Whatever. This Atom is defect-free, ladies.
Anyway, for the yuppies out there who can like afford to buy an Apple IIe or a Commodore 64, there's this game called Zork that is, get this, text-based.
Yeah, it's like a choose-your-own-adventure game for the computer. So, like, you don't even have to turn the pages yourself. Like, the computer, it does it for you.
I know, dude. I bet by the millennium, they'll have computers that can, like, totally do advanced math or have, like, 10 colors on the monitor or even, like, brush your hair for you.
That's bogus. It's all about the Intellivision. Now, that system, they have a game with the penguin where you can almost tell that it's a penguin.
How could you put me in this position? I really miss my Intellivision.
Right now, some of you are cheering, and some of you are saying, what the hell is Intellivision? It was the underdog in the first console war. Intellivision never gained the popularity of the Atari 2600, but its fans loved its unique control pad and its more detailed graphics. Frankly, I don't see it. What's that thing chasing the penguin? A seal? A rampaging right triangle? Intellivision Lives is a collection of over 60 Intellivision games covering just about everything that was available for the system. You wander around this strangely deserted pizza parlor and play the games to goofy background music.
You tore out my heart without anesthesia.
The range of titles includes skiing, snafu, baseball, stadium mud buggies, Star Strike, Buzz Bombers, checkers, thin ice, shark, Vectron, football, Night Stalker, golf, reverse eye, blackjack, motocross, pinball, armor battle, Astro Smash, Space Armada, Space Battle, Space Hawk, and Space Spartans. There was something of a space obsession in the 80s, it seems. There are even more games than that. But you do have to remember that they're all from an era in which most games consisted of moving colorful blocks around the screen in a manner vaguely related to whatever the title happened to be. Some of the Intellivision's biggest hits aren't even here. There are a few unreleased games, though, like this merry-go-round game. Riveting, isn't it? The instructions are included, but some of this stuff is just cryptic. Just what the hell is happening here? Vectron is an amorphous blob of a game, but the name has a cool mad scientist vibe to it.
No, Vectron, stand down! I am your creator!
The biggest problem is that the PS2 controller doesn't really emulate the weird Intellivision paddle and keypad functions very well. You can bring up this picture of the controller to help out, but overall it really ruins the feel of several of the games. There are a few gems, like the addictive Astro Smash or the penguin antics of Thin Ice. And I'm always up for a rousing game of Shark Shark. Still, it's hard to enjoy Intellivision games without a real Intellivision controller. We give it a fans only 2 out of 5.
Oh no!
Intellivision lives like it was ever dead.
I know. Check out these paddles. This is the way a controller is supposed to be. You can give it a high five and then you can dial someone's phone number on it.
Dude, Intellivision is like the Berlin Wall. It's never going down.
Hey, baby.
Do you have ice hockey by Activision?
Think you're ready for it? One of the roughest video games around for your Atari game system? Ready to battle for the puck?
Well...
To inflict fierce body checking? Yeah. Furious stick checking? Yeah. Ruthless tripping? Yeah. You really think you're ready for all that?
I'm ready!
Fine. Cash your charge.
Ice hockey by Activision!
In a moment, gag me with a spoon and check out these righteous pixels. It's pack time!
What's the latest from Gateway? It's our cool new notebook with an Intel Pentium 4 processor for only $899.99. That's right, it might just be time to get into a smart Gateway notebook. This one's got all the power of a desktop and the space-saving portability of a laptop. It has a CD burner DVD combo drive and 256 megabytes of RAM, all for under $900. Call 1-800-555-2081 to save $250 on a great Gateway notebook.
Computer, scanner, printer, need it all. Gotta burn CDs, email goofy pictures, and definitely need a video card for games.
Is that it?
It does it for me. What do you guys need it to do?
Whatever you need, save on your new computer today at Circuit City. Right now, save $400 on this HP notebook computer with DVD player and CD burner. Just $699.99 after mail-in rebates and instant savings. Circuit City, we're with you.
Wednesday nights on Tech TV. At 9, secrets, lies, and worldwide deceit.
This is mass poisoning of the population.
The truth awaits you. Conspiracies. Then at 9:30, sex has found a new partner, technology. And together, they've changed the world. Wired for sex. Dark, sexy, and extremely dangerous. Conspiracies and Wired for Sex. Wednesday night starting at 9, 8 Central on Tech TV. Are you ready? Play hard.
It's almost as exciting as anime porn.
Yay! Go wild.
This is a great job I got here.
I say no more!
Join the fun.
Everybody's feeling good.
Woo! All new Tech TV late nights. X-Play at 11. Unscrewed at 11:30. The Screensavers at 12. Only on Tech TV.
Why not keep it mixed up? It could look really. Why do you have to have perfect colors on each side? Welcome back to X-Play.
Now, today we've looked at some of the top systems on the market. The Intellivision, the Atari 2600, the Apple IIe, and now it's time for viewer mail.
All week long, I've been getting some righteous mail in response to my appearance in Tiger Beat magazine, although Menudo did get the cover, which is bogus.
Well, today we got a mysterious unmarked package in a plain brown box. But I think it's totally safe to open.
Yeah, like what's gonna be in here? A bomb?
Or some kind of mysterious white powder?
Hey, I don't do that stuff.
I meant like anthrax.
Dude, no way could the whole band fit inside of this. Bust it open. Maybe they're there.
What is this? Some kind of joystick?
It says Namco.
And this one says Atari.
No. Now there's a letter.
Yeah.
It says, what does it say in here? We're supposed to hook them up to the television.
Whoa!
Awesome.
Thanks, cutting edge cutting-edge TV magic.
Morgan, check this out, check this out.
What?
This controller's got 5 games on it.
What? Shut up.
Yeah, it's got games like Dig Dug and Pac-Man and Galaxian.
And it's only $19?
Yeah.
Someone is pulling our legs, Adam. I mean, the Intellivision costs $299.
Oh my God.
You know what? We're totally on candid camera.
No, Morgan, this is like some sort of technology from the future.
Shut up. Where's Alan Fund? You guys totally caught me.
No, Morgan, it's for real. Look.
Oh my God.
I know.
But how do they fit all these games onto one joystick? And how did we plug it into our chronologically inaccurate television?
The other joystick, this one is supposed to have 10 Atari games on it, and it only costs $20. My mind can't contain this. This rocks harder than an AC/DC cord.
Dude, it's just inconceivable. I mean, look at my portable version of Scramble. I mean, how could technology get any smaller than this?
I don't know, but if this little joystick is a sign of things to come, can world peace and the end to global hunger be far behind?
I don't know, but you know what? If you want to join our fan club, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address on the screen.
You can get an autographed headshot of me rocking out with my guitar.
Or a candid snapshot of me at a Susie and the Banshees concert.
Good night.
Good night.
Monday nights on Tech TV. Secrets, lies, and assassinations.
Follow photographs are faked. They're encoded also with what appears to be deliberate mistakes.
Explore the dark side on conspiracies, big subcultures, and strange obsessions.
I want to make toys for myself, you know? I mean, really, like, if I was collecting toys, what would I want?
See what happens when misfits, mavericks, and rebels unite on Nerd Nation. It all starts Monday night at 8:30, 7:30 Central, only on Tech TV.